Will Bitcoin continue to follow the quantitative easing of the 4-year cycle?
I believe so. I think this is a great question, but yes, Bitcoin is doing incredibly well. We will talk about it, but is Bitcoin and crypto rising because they priced in a winner for the election? Maybe. Or is some of this being rigged in favor so I can get a return on my $44 billion that I paid for the media company? Who knows? But Bitcoin is going to do incredibly well, the highest returning asset. They have a little bit of competition from Nvidia. And the thing I was telling Stock Club Call, like, remember Troy and Rashad, like back in the day, used to be like a value investor or a dividend investor or a growth investor. And now everything is in one pot of flat out who can get the best returns. This next 3 or 4 years is going to have an interesting battle between Nvidia, Bitcoin, and Starlink, I believe, for who can give the highest returns. And it's just interesting how, like, in a 10-year period, and I think we had a smart part to play with this. Like, the index funds are getting 23% return in a year, which is insane. Like, if an index or ETF gave you that much in a year, you would think the next year the market was going to crash. But I do think the Bitcoin is going to follow that cycle. And definitely if Trump gets in office, it is going to be up and stuck. I don't know if the ETFs outside of BlackRock will do well. I know someone asked me about Cathie's ARKB. It's an option, but it has not provided the greatest multiple. Shout out to Cathie, everyone at ARK. Love you guys dearly. But I think the BlackRock ETF, I think it will be the leader in that space if you're looking for that. And then Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy is another way to invest in that market. But Bitcoin is going to do incredibly well.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. It's funny you referenced MicroStrategy, because that would have been the next thing for people who are not investing in actual Bitcoin. Would MicroStrategy be the next best thing for them to invest in? Okay.
I think it's fair to say Michael Saylor is the new Cathie Woods.
Well, how does that story end then? Right, because we've seen her get propped up and for the patent, and
they took it down.
Everybody and be taken down. So, will that repeat itself?
I think Michael has found a way and learned from her. I won't say misstep, but the jealousy that she created amongst the industry. And I want to be very clear, not because she was at InvestFest, but Cathie is the main reason why we are getting high growth at scale in investing, because she was the one who came up with that Tesla and Bitcoin strategy. Michael has found a way to invest heavily into Bitcoin without upsetting the empire. Notice he hasn't said too much about OpenAI, Nvidia. He doesn't want to bleed into other people's territories. So he's found a way to be a public advocate for crypto while being in the institution, but not coming after the JP Morgan, Citadel, Stifler book of business. We keep talking about this. It's really important in business to figure out how to build an empire without attacking another. Please put that in chat. As soon as he starts to become majority owner of Bank of America or JP Morgan, it's a lot of competition in that space. Y'all think them little rap wars are fun. The banking wars, you see TD cleaned up that money for the cartel and paid that little fine.
A little slap on the wrist. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm with you. It's kind of like it's just that same strategy. Just stay low and just keep firing.
Keep firing.
Just keep firing. You figure the hits that he took when Bitcoin dropped down to 20,000, it was, oh my gosh, it was a terrible investment. You took the investment. And now you don't hear anything, right? It ran back up to 70 and it's been sitting at that 66. You don't hear anything. All you just see is that the MicroStrategy, if the stock itself, you just watching it grow. Just
and you have to commend him for it. Believe whether people think he is shilling for Bitcoin for gain, you can see in his portfolio, he believes what he's saying. So you have to commend him for that. But I think in these next 5 years, there's a lot of tech wars, a lot of drama. People say it's only in our space. It's happening worldwide. There's a lot of consolidation and a lot of fighting for market share. He's found a very clever way to be niche and be out of the way of other enemy combatants. And I think Elon is doing the same thing. And also, if Trump gets in office and Palantir and Tesla team up, put that on your leaderboard. And they were smart enough to go get a black CEO. Oh, like the chess moves that are being played right now in our face. For those of you who don't know, this is going to be 5 years of doing the show. What an amazing partnership it has been. Man, y'all been waiting for us to die and fall out and have friction for so long. It's never going to happen. Boy, I mean, listen, these next 5 years is going to be about consolidation and acceleration. Put it in chat. Consolidation and acceleration. Everyone's quiet. Why everybody focused on the puff thing and hip hop icons falling? People are finding a way to take over industries that are not there yet. Once again, don't think Elon rolled out that autonomous vehicle so he can drive y'all from Midtown to Pergola. Nah, we got to go put them Starship troopers in Ukraine and Budapest and shit for the other wars that are popping out. So
that's a fact.
Sometimes you got to pop out and show ninjas.